Timberwolves are going to win the world championship.
Edwards. Edwards! They are advancing to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 20 years.
Oh, it's on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, baby.
Welcome to Wolves After Dark. Timberwolves win 144-117. Another comfortable win. Another game that we should have taken care of and did take care of. Finally, to most casual NBA fans that aren't Timberwolves fans, you would watch this game and you would say, why are the Timberwolves fans so happy about this? Because this is very normal. The Kings are not a good team. I mean, they're not like terrible, but they're not like a good team. They might be terrible, actually. I was trying to be nice. They actually might be terrible. But this is just games that we don't normally take care of like this. So this feels good. If you're new here, and if you're not new here, like the stream, we go live after pretty much every game. Ashwin almost made this game tonight, but he was not able to. Although he said almost was going to make it, and then he told me that he wasn't going to be home until like the end of the game. So I don't know if he's been watching or no, but I'm confused by that. But anyways, seemed like if I had to make a guess, I feel like very few people were watching this game until late because Twitter was not very active. The Discord was active as it always is. Join the Discord, by the way. But it was a little quiet. First comment of the night. What a lovely box score. For real. This was somebody asked, I think FJD in the Discord asked at one point, like, haven't been able to see the first half of the game. How did it go? Or how's it been? I see that we're up big. And I was just like, dude, this is just enjoyable. This is just like a good time. I don't know. Having good. It feels good. And we just got a lot of players playing well. I don't care that it's a bad team, you know? HSD, I feel like we're going to see some of that on the tier list tonight. And congrats, Steven, for winning the giveaway last night or whenever that was. I didn't see. Did you? Hopefully you redeemed it. I haven't seen if you redeemed it yet. It tells me when it happens, and I don't remember seeing yours come through. Or maybe it was somebody else's. I don't remember. Is Russ hurt? I don't know. He played tonight. But I'm not sure. Let's just put everybody in HSD. Honestly, there was a part of me that was like, man, I barely even need to stream in this game. There's not that much to be. I mean, like, we'll talk a little bit about some things here, but like, there's really not a ton. Oh, I forgot to say, we're going to start the thing that we did last year. Okay. Now that we have some merch and, we're going to be having some tickets as well. If we get to 50 likes on any stream while it's live, we will do a giveaway. And if we get to like 100 on the VOD, then we'll do tickets the next time. So regardless of when you're watching, there's always going to be an opportunity to win a giveaway for this stream or the next. So make sure you are in the Discord, all the stuff, liking the stream, subscribing to the stream, everything like that. And I got to pull it up to make sure I have all the likes in front of me because I don't know. StreamYard doesn't tell me that. So make sure you have. We already got 10 likes. So we only need 40 more. And we're not even 4 minutes in. So this is great. Nick Anderson, good to see you. Woohoo. Agree. Ant giveaway. Dude, Ant giving away these jerseys. That kid tonight was like, I'm still a little confused by these opponent teams and kids getting a jersey. I'm like, I get that it's like a big, like, if like Kobe Bryant gave me a jersey as a kid, like, of course I'm going to care about that. Maybe it's just hard for me to accept that Anthony Edwards is this generation's like Kobe Bryant level player. I don't know. But either way, it's just like, it's kind of fun. Either way, it's fun to see. And seeing that kid's emotion tonight, just so genuine and so like, I don't know. There was just a lot of cool stuff. Last one was cool too. This one was really awesome. But love that moment. Yeah. Yeah. How did he find this kid, by the way? The kid was so oh, Steven, I just see that you did it. Or you made an order? I don't even know. Something happened. I think you did it. Yeah, you did it right. Perfect giveaway. Yes. There you go. Let's see. Jalen, Mike, Tyson, Clark. You're talking about, the Kings. They are terrible. A Beast 17. Haven't seen your name. Maybe I have, maybe not very frequently though. Um, at least the Wolves are good, unlike the Vikings. I still think the Vikings are okay. Um, it's just a process for the Vikings. It's going to take some time. I think they'll be fine. And I don't know. I'm kind of a believer in JJ, so we'll get there. But today, that was not a fun Vikings game to watch. It was actually fun in a little bit in the beginning, but that was about it. Finally, we were taking care of the Buns team. See, Zane, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is what I was saying at the top of the stream. It's like most people are going to be like, why celebrate a game like this? And like when we go to the tier list and people are all in like the upper tiers and stuff like that, people would be like, I don't understand why you're celebrating. You know, to be fair, I mean, like Dystopia and Utopia in the last couple streams has been a little bit more on the non-positive side, which is fine. Um, and like last time they kind of brought up, which is a valid point. It's like, hey, we're playing the Jazz, you know, this is not like we should be winning by more. We should be doing better, you know. Um, but no, I mean, I think that having multiple of these games in a row where, I mean, this was like, if you look at this game, and again, with the asterisk that the Kings are a bad team, um, you like, this is how you want this team to look. You have everybody going off, you have everything going right for you. I don't know. Feels pretty good to me. So this is what you want to see, and I want everybody to get into a rhythm, all that stuff. So okay, let me pull this up here. Make sure I'm not. There we go. Okay, cool. Well, I'll keep catching up on comments. That's what I need to do. Werewolf of Hennepin. Yeah, nice. Started rough rant, dude. I was gonna start writing notes for every quarter because I was like, I feel like this game is kind of like mundane, and I need to like write things down. Um, Ant's first quarter was legitimately pretty terrible, and it was more than just like he wasn't hitting shots because he wasn't hitting shots. It was like his spirit wasn't there, which is weird for a guy that has always talked about loving playing in Sacramento, specifically mentioning that. Um, but but then that second quarter happened. I mean, Ant went crazy in the second quarter. That was like where most of his points came from, I believe. He played all 12 minutes in the first, 0 of 5. He was still a +6. I mean, which is why you can't really criticize it so much. But then 16 points in the second, 10 in the third, and that's all he needed. No, he played a little bit. Like I think he came in for literally 30 seconds and got like an assist. Yeah, one assist. Doesn't say how much time, but it was a very short amount of time. So that first quarter, though, I was like, oh no, that was bad. Felt like a 2022-23 game, just taking care of business against a team they should beat. Did we do that in 2022 and 23? Was that, or wait, is that the year that we were like the 2 seed or whatever? Or not the 2 seed? What am I trying to say? I don't know. Yeah, you're good. No worries. I don't think there's like a time limit. I just wanted to make sure you did it or not. Appreciate it. I got a couple new Timberwolves hats. I needed some more casual. I have some. I have one Timberwolves hat that I wear all the time, and it gets all like because I wear it for everything. Like I wear hats all the time, and it gets all sweaty, and it's like an athletic hat, so like it doesn't. I don't know. It gets really greasy and gross, and I'm like, I need something that I can wear a little bit more casually. This one's okay. I don't love these high top ones here. I don't like having like an inch in between my head and the top of the hat. But if you if you're a Wolves fan, you shouldn't care that or that Ant had a scoreless quarter. He can get it in a second. Yeah. And I mean, it wasn't like I said, it wasn't so much that I was like, and I know you're not calling me out. I don't think you're calling out me. But it's more that it was like he just looked lifeless in that first quarter. Like, I don't know. That just didn't look good to me. But yeah, I don't think he is either, but it's hard to know as like it just is weird. You know, what I was saying is like if he's this generation's Kobe, which of course he's only 24, so it's like it's impossible to be. He's not a champion, he's not MVP. I mean, like he's at that level, getting close to that level, but he's not there yet. So, but it's hard to know. Like from an outsider perspective, they might be like, "Hey, he's like a top." There might be a lot of people out there that are casual fans that just think Anthony Edwards is a top 5 player in the league. I mean, I'm a believer that he's top 10. Don't ask me to name all 10 players though. Noah Welch. This Jaden McDaniels ascension is not a fluke. He's legitimately an awesome player. All-star push this year. I posted on Twitter. I don't know if you saw this, but I think he's got a real case if he continues playing like this to be an all-star. I mean, he was 8 of 10 tonight, had 21 points, 2 blocks, felt like 5. His defense, I mean, he actually probably did have like 5 actual non-statistical blocks, but like, there's a foul on the play, he blocks it, some kind of a deal. I don't know. Jaden is, for all the ups and downs that we've had with Jaden, where it's been like, oh man, offensively, it's just not there, or the foul trouble or whatever. Like, I feel like we are getting rewarded for sticking with Jaden, because if he's going to play like this, the whole thing has been consistency, and he has consistently been good this year. It's crazy. We were talking about it in the Discord. You could legitimately make a case for 3 players on our team to be all-star. And then you got players like Dante, who I know didn't have like the craziest points tonight, but like, he's still feeling pretty good out there. He had the crazy putback dunk. Just like Randall with the quietest 19 points you'll ever see. Rudy with 19 points. Naz Reid had 13. Clark had 11. Dillingham had 11. I mean, guys, this was just like a great game. It was just great. I don't know. Felt very good. That's what I'll say. Okay. Well, I'm kind of thinking we should maybe tier list it up, perhaps. I don't know that we need. I'll put all these guys back in here, but let's get here. Oh yeah, Taylock. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. 1087. It's hard to enjoy these wins. Once we play a good team, we fall apart. There, in the back of my mind, I do think about that, but I think that this is where coaching comes in. I think this game is proof that Finch is not a bad coach. I get that they're a bad team, but like in the past, bad coaches let you lose against bad teams. Now, what he has to do is translate this to the players and have them mentally prepared to do the same thing. Because when you go up when you go up against a team like OKC or really just any good team, like Denver, any team that's capable of being in the playoffs, you're going to run into way more resistance when you do all the things that you're doing tonight. Like you're not going to be able to be as comfortable ball handling. They're going to get a lot more ball pressure on defense. You are not going to be able to get as rebounds as easily. They're not going to have as many people just chucking shots, because that's the thing that's wrong with the Kings. Is the Kings, although they can score and it's not like the worst thing, it's just there's no flow, there's no cohesion. So just weird. When you beat an NBA team by 30, you are allowed to celebrate. It's okay. Yeah, I think so too. I agree. Dennis is terrible garbage by its baby 5. Dennis is kind of terrible. I hate this. I mean, I don't playing against him. I hate him, but I think he's one of those players that in the past, like if you have him on your team, you like it. Ant's shot was flat, and most of his arc comes from his legs. Knee soreness. That's true, because he was flat a lot tonight, mainly on his misses. But yeah. Anyways, wow, I'm so far behind. Joshua Johnson. Yes, Jaden be better on offensive helps yes, exactly. When Jaden is better on offense, it helps the whole team. But same with everything. I mean, and that's another reason why Ant not scoring in the first wasn't so bad, because you gave opportunity to some of these other players to get hot, and then Ant was able to get his own. I think that's like showing maturity. But let's get into the tier list. We got a back-to-back tonight, so we got to make sure we are good. Let's do this. There. Bang. Boom. Oh, hello. There we go. Okay. Sabonis looked hurt and bad. They're not supposed to be a bad team. I know that's what's so weird about them. They have Levine, DeRozan, Sabonis, Westbrook, Malik Monk. Well, I don't even know that it's bad coaching. I mean, I think there is bad coaching element of this, but I think that it's more that it's just that these players are just all players that are just like go get a bucket player. So they don't have like, I don't know. It's just not a team it's just not a culture that has like inspired winning. It's to a degree, you could maybe argue that this is similar to like when the Timberwolves got like Kevin Martin and like Andre Kirilenko and things like that, where it was like, we're just trying to throw people into a lineup because they're quality players. But you need the culture, you need like a leader, and they just don't have a leader. That's really what it is. You could say that as a coach, but like what player on that team? DeRozan, I guess, but like, I don't know. Just different. I feel like DeRozan's not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough about DeRozan like off the court. I just know his on the court stuff. So they are all Lou Williams players. That's crazy. That actually is true. They're gonna blow it up though. That team, there's just no way. I mean, because what do they go to now? They're 3-7. They're 13th in the West. They're 13 in the West, and they have like 8 quality players on that team that just don't know how to play with each other. There's no way. Every team in the West is going to get one of their players, and they're just going to tank out. I don't even know if they have picks, but also they traded Halliburton. Just unbelievable mismanagement of talent on that team. Okay. Let's get to the tier list because we got a back-to-back. We play tomorrow. Remember, if we get to 50 likes tonight, we'll do a horse-sized duck giveaway. There, guys, I'm telling you, there is gonna be a stream where I accidentally do not say duck, and I need you to all pretend like it doesn't happen. Okay? Every time I think about it so much that I'm just gonna say it, and we're all gonna pretend like it didn't happen. Okay? Hasn't happened yet. I like when the mistake is horse-sized Ashwin. That's funny. The other one I do not want to see. That's not actually the thing that I was gonna accidentally say. It was well, it's still HSD, but it's something different. It's gonna get me demonetized. Also, by the way, I got an offer to do an ad. I don't know that I'm gonna do it or even be approved for it because it's for something that's not normal, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Like it's not like a basketball related thing, and you have to submit the ad before you even get considered for it. But if you see a YouTube short of me advertising something, I need you to like the crap out of it. Okay. So no comment, Zane. No comment. Anyways, tier list. Like the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe to the stream if you haven't already. I'd appreciate that. We're trying to get to 2,600. We're only 17 subscribers away from 2,600. That is crazy. 2,600 of you guys are subscribed to this channel. That's insane. Okay. Anyways, let's start with. Oops, I went someplace else. Let's start with. I'm going to do a couple quick ones with little to no class participation. Okay, I'm so sorry. But I just want to get these out of the way. Bones looked good in the few minutes he played. Where did he go on here? I just saw him. Bones, he played 6 minutes, had 4 points. Thought he was going to dunk it a couple times. That was kind of fun. I think he was nice. Yon, I want more minutes. But I'm not hating what I'm seeing out there. I feel like we need more, and I want to see lobs. There's no reason to me. I think he's a better player and will be a better player eventually. Like I've said, he's 18, about to be 19, very shortly, like next week or something like that. There's no reason he can't right now be a player like, what's his name? What's the guy on Dallas? Lively. There's no reason he couldn't be utilized like Lively at this moment in those few minutes that he's out there. Like, obviously that's a low bar, but like that could happen. Why not just lob it up to him? I don't know. It seems possible to me. I still think it was a nice night, even though he only played like 4 minutes or something like that. 6 minutes. He had 6 minutes. He had 2 points, a steal. I don't know. He looked pretty good. He did have 3 fouls, but I don't know. can't be worse than playing Nas at center. And I think that's another great example here. Nas's defense is still terrible. We'll get to Nas here shortly, but his defense really is that bad. And we are leaving some grace for him because of the terrible offseason he had, and that affected training camp, and that affected a lot of things. And just mentally, obviously, that's going to affect you for more than a couple weeks. It's going to affect you for a long time. So we understand that. But again, we're just talking about performance tonight. It's just how it is. Anyways, nice for those two. Don't need to do Leonard. I'm not going to do Johnny Juzang. Rob Dillingham. I like seeing Rob getting some more minutes too. This felt like a game where Rob did get 16. He had 16 minutes. He had 11 points, 3 assists. He was 3 of 8. Was 4-4 from the line. Had 2 turnovers, 1 foul. Again, not really that bad of a game. I thought this was a fine game from Rob. Supremacy. He's 220 pounds and jumps at everything. That's why he's not lively. He does jump at everything. But Lively jumps on offense and finishes a lot of lobs. I don't know. 3 fouls in 2 minutes. Yeah, that is a little rough. Nas and Randall's been way better than Nas, I think, this year. I don't know. Maybe I'm just catching Nas in bad moments or something like that. But I'm not trying to say that Randall's been good. Yeah, Randall's had some good moments, but obviously he's still not like a fantastic defender. But oh man. Rob was some ass for most of the game. I don't know. I didn't think he was that bad. Again, I'm basing it off of what I expect from him, and I have 0 expectations for Rob, honestly. The turnovers are crazy. They do drive me crazy too, but actually when minutes that mattered, he was actually asked. Yeah, see, but there were very few moments in this game though where things mattered. So it's like, I feel like when we were up by however much we were in like the late third, we could have maybe put him in more. I guess maybe I shouldn't complain before I know exactly when his minutes came from. Like, when did he play? First quarter, nothing. Second quarter, 3 minutes. Third quarter, nothing. And then he played all minutes all 12 minutes in the fourth. So he didn't really have minutes other than the 3 minutes that he played in the second that mattered. So I don't know. I feel like you could have thrown him in a little bit more, get him a little bit, but I don't know. I thought the eye test for me tonight wasn't as bad as normal. I'm not saying that I think he played amazing. I think we can give him a meh. He finally hit a 3, but then he missed another one, right? I thought I saw another miss, but how many turnovers did we have? Let me see. How many did we have? We had only 10. That's not bad for us. That's pretty good. Finch has completely ruined Rob's mental status. He was bad tonight. He was bad until he's on another team. So I'm really trying to reel in my not Finch hate, but because I don't know that I really have Finch hate, but I'm really trying to reel in my optimism, because on nights like tonight where I see some players flourish, it kind of makes me wonder if the holding people down, because that is what he's doing. He's holding people back, holding people down in the roster. So it's like, does that eventually pay off someday though? Like, is it important for him to punish Rob when he has turnovers and when he has poor defense, so that he can do that? I totally know what you're saying though, because it's clearly there was some interview. I should have saved it. There was an interview where Rob was like asked like what I wonder, I swear I had to have saved this. He said something like, I've never played in this role before, but I just want to play, so I'm gonna do whatever I can to be in the game or something. Shoot, I didn't save it. Dang it. It was so funny though. I thought it was so funny. But it's like, yeah, he's just trying to play. Like, he doesn't, this isn't about like, oh yeah, here it is. Let's see. This is his quote. By the way, this is a Duke MN, Andrew Dukowitz. They're a reporter for the Timberwolves. It's ADUKEMN on Twitter. Quote, "It's definitely one of the most difficult things I've experienced in basketball. Like, I've never had to be this type of player, but I want to win. and I want to play on this team, so I'm going to learn it. So it's kind of forcing somebody who might be immature. I mean, and I don't mean immature from like I'm not immature. Maybe isn't the right word. Just like a younger player that hasn't learned things yet. That maybe um, they need to do certain things in order to earn that time, and that eventually that time will come. But I at the same time, it does feel like he just needs minutes to make mistakes and go for it, which he's now getting. But yeah, um, he needs more reps and experience. This is how great players grow. Maybe he would not get minutes on the Kings. Well, the Kings maybe is a bad example because they actually have a bunch of starter quality players. But Finch is the worst thing for our future because he doesn't care enough about it to prepare for it. Holy cow. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's old school where you earn playing time in practice, not that you learn on the job. I think that's his approach too. And I think that it's kind of 50-50 whether it is accurate, like whether it pays off or whether it hurts you. So, but maybe it's 51% helps you and 49% hurts you, and then he'll just take that win. Who knows? Anyways, Rob, we're gonna put him in Matt tonight because although I think I'm higher than you guys are tonight, because I just thought that he looked like this felt like a game where maybe this is like something turning into like a trending up moment for him because he had a couple of games last year where he was pretty good, and there were moments where he was having stretches of good games. So, anyways, talked like I broke my rule. I talked longer than the player played. Anyways, next up, Jalen Clark, 15 minutes, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. He was 3 of 4, and that was all from 3. Looked pretty good, and I had moments when he was making those threes tonight where I was like, man, when we have plays like this, it really, really just is like this team is different, and this team is such a higher quality team because the thing that bothers me so much about playing other teams over the last 10 years, maybe a little less recently, but still other teams still do this to us, is they just have open players, regardless of name, regardless of where they're from, regardless of whether they just got signed to a 10-day contract. They just hit open shots against us. There's just no problem. This was one of those times where I felt like the Kings were probably looking at Jalen Clark and being like, how is he hitting threes? But it just felt good. It just felt good to me. So felt good though. He is and then there's the defense, cash, HSD, cash. Nice. That's the Jalen Clark they need. Yeah. I mean, if we have a player, this is honestly for the longest time when Jaden was a rookie and sophomore, whatever, like it was kind of like, Jaden, if you could just hit these corner threes, that would be super helpful. Now it's way more than that for Jaden because Jaden is like a well-rounded, like he's a problem for people now. This is not just some guy that's going to stand in the corner and hit threes occasionally. This is somebody who, like, I mean, not to give you whiplash because I know I've gone up and down. Again, I need to stop saying up and down. That's great. But I've gone all over. Nope, that doesn't work either. Either way, my opinions have swayed greatly about Jaden. And I just think that now, like, there's this possibility that if Jaden was like the number one, like, if we didn't have Anthony Edwards on this team, build around Jaden, not even kidding. It's just crazy. Deuce and Mo for the win. Oh, that's right. They're streaming, aren't they? I forget that they I forgot to check out their streams. I mean, I'm always streaming after games too, so it's kind of tricky. But shout out to Deuce and Mo. They are awesome, and they're honestly like kind of an inspiration for me because you were the ones that Gerald, you were the one that made me aware of them, and then I've joined their streams. But I'm just always busy, so that's awesome. But yeah, Deuce and Mo are fun. I'll get my wife to join me sometime, and then it'll be Cam and Maddie. build around Jaden was never a joke. Yeah, I know you've said that. Other people have said that. I took it as a joke. Apparently, it's real. I wonder maybe what we could do. There might be a way for me once we're still a ways away from being done here, but um, let's see. Can we? Oh, yeah, I can do this. Perfect. Okay. So once I'm done here, it's going to send you guys all to Deuce and Mo. So that'll be perfect. Awesome. Um, and if you get sent to them, let them know Wolves After Dark sent you. Anyways, who are we on? We're on Jalen Clark. I mean, Jalen Clark was a cash tonight, as you guys said in the chat. I always have a hard time finding him here. There we go. He was cash. I love this. This is a ridiculously good 15 minutes for us too. So shout out him. Get your grades in for Mike Conley. Mike Conley, where is he? 18 minutes. We love to see that. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He was a plus 17, 2 of 3. Again, all from 3. Felt really good. Yeah, no. I mean, this was just incredible. Incredible. I keep saying that recently. When I say incredible, that just means they were fine. No, but he really was. He really has been good. Of course, we're talking about somebody that's only playing 18 to 24 minutes a game, but on average. But he really hasn't looked as bad. You know, there were times last year and even really early this year, like the first 2 or 3 games, where it was like, dude, we even said it on stream together. We were like, dude, he's just cooked. Like, he's done. But no, he's looking serviceable. And that's all we need, because we're kind of using point guard by committee right now. The more we can save him, the better. But he's looked good. I'd say he's old, and old maybe right where it is even. I don't even have a problem with that. Don't count Mike out for real. He might still have a little juice. Old as Unk tonight. Old. Yep. We like our Unk Mike. Yeah, I like this version of Mike. I am very comfortable having this version of Mike. Because it's working right now. You know, we haven't, and again, some of these games have been against bad teams, but you know, bad teams, it gives us the opportunity to be better in the future. You know, just giving us more minutes or less minutes for Mike and high productivity during those minutes. That's good. So exactly, in short stints, he plays great. And if we can, that's exactly what my point was. You said it very short and succinctly, unlike me. Yes. We just need him in short stints, and then he'll be fine. But yeah, he's old / Unk tonight. Next up, get your grades in for Naz Reid. Naz Reid played 25 minutes, had 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Everybody had good defense tonight. Almost everybody had something in the stocks column. He was a plus 10. Only shot 5 of 14. He was 3 of 9 from 3. Had 3 fouls, argued all of them. And there was 1 flagrant foul. You know, maybe it's just because the whole team was looking better, but I did think that some of his shots tonight looked a little more confident. I don't know if that's better, but they looked confident. He still just doesn't look right fully, but I think he's looking closer. He's still a little ways away, though. I mean, he when he started the season, it was really rough. And as we mentioned earlier, the defense is still really, really bad. Like, so bad. The offense was nice tonight. The defense is still like Wancho. There was one play where it's just like, it's confusing to me how he can be so lost in a play where this team has been, I mean, the Timberwolves have been good defensively ever since we got Rudy. Like, we've been a good defensive team, even great defensive team at times. How is he still, you know, he's like going after steals. He's making just bad gambles. It's like there's no like fundamentals there. It's just confusing. And, you know, to his credit, you know, we've never viewed him as some like elite defender or even like decent defender. There's been times where we've been like, oh, he maybe can hold his own in certain circumstances. But at center, it's just like, this is why we want Behringer. It just feels like that would be the smarter thing to do. So, but yeah, I think I'm probably comfortable with a meh tonight. I don't want to go too high. It's another we care about you. It's going to be we care about you forever. But getting 13 points is good. Maybe not on 14 shot attempts, but we do need points from you. So exactly, he hasn't though. He hasn't. I know he did, and that's the thing. Everybody had some decent like stats defensively tonight, but like if you just like, I challenge you, and not you specifically, Zane, but anybody that hasn't watched him on defense tomorrow night, watch him on defense. Once somebody pointed it out a couple like weeks ago, I was like, whoa, like I knew that he wasn't that good, but like, whoa, it's bad. It's pretty bad. Next up, who do we got? Let's do Dante. Played 28 minutes, had 8 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Everybody had 2 steals and a block tonight, basically. But of those 2 points was a crazy putback dunk where he was like a foot above the rim. That was crazy. So this is a weird one because I felt like he was pretty good out there, but like the stats don't really show it. Like I didn't think he was that bad. What did he shoot? He shot 2 of 7. He didn't really shoot that much. Had some free throws, 3 fouls. I don't know. This felt fine. I honestly, I kind of feel like he was nice. Dante was actually a brick, but that dunk, what? I mean, I guess, yeah, beyond the dunk, he was 1 of 6. Yeah, he was 1 of 6 other than the dunk. I don't know. I really didn't think it was like that bad of a night though. Because other people were getting shots up. Again, I might be being swayed just because we won by so much, and it felt good to watch this game. So cash for the putback for sure. Individually, we'll give that play a cash, but best 2 of 7 shooting game. This is kind of what I feel like. There's nights where people shoot poorly or like the stats don't look good, but it felt good, and this is what I feel like with Dante tonight. 1 of 6 from 3. Dante has been playing good lately, though. Nice because of the skunk. No, just kidding. Sorry, Eric. Dunk. He was plus 15 because he was out there with all the stuff happening. That's why it's like I don't know. I think it's a nice. I think we put him in nice. I really don't have anything too bad to say. I guess his shot wasn't on. Didn't feel like it for me. Maybe I just watched that early 3 and then I closed my eyes for the rest of the game. I did not. Anyways. Next up, Julius Randle, 26 minutes. I love this. 26 minutes. The most anybody played tonight was 34 minutes, and that was Rudy. But anyways, Julius Randle, 26 minutes, had 19 points in 26 minutes, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, plus 19. He was 8 of 16, only 1 turnover. I mean, this was a pretty good game. He took 16 shots, had 19 points in 26 minutes. Not terrible. Honestly, this is probably a nice, because the reason I say that is because sure, those stats are fine and good, but I can't really recall too much. I think he looked good out there tonight, but it's one of those circumstances where it's like a team just doesn't like pressure him when he has the ball. Because when he gets ball pressure, that can sometimes be a problem. But this time seemed okay. So cash. Whoa, some of you guys are saying cash. Nice in my opinion. Nice, cash, nice, cash. He was cash. Come on. I don't think he was that good. I mean, we do have horse-sized duck now. So that is cash maybe does lower the volume, but he was 50%, which is good. I don't know. I think it's nice. So it's old bad because it's above nice. It kind of so old we just move up and down. So old is dynamic. This means that there could be a night where old is like above cash or something like that. But probably not. Sorry, I'm hearing something crazy in my kitchen. I don't know what it is. He has been hooping. Regardless of what the grade is tonight, he's been hooping. I think I'm gonna give him a nice. I can't give him a cash. I just think that cash needs to be a little bit better shooting performance. But maybe I need to stop worrying about cash being shooting and it's just a decent tier. I don't know. Whatever. It was fine. Didn't take over the game scoring wise, but gave you exactly what he wanted. He wasn't worse than Mike. Yeah, okay, that is true. Maybe old can be moved down. We'll do this. Yeah, we'll do this. This is fine. Because again, it's kind of hard for me to adjust. I was saying this last time. I like that we have so many positive tiers. Like literally everything, even meh isn't a negative tier. But we used to have it so even. Like we had so many different levels because we were bad for a very long time. So the tier list had a lot of bad and very little good. But now, I don't know. It's pretty good. I think it's a good. But you're right, Lovedina. He was not worse than Mike. So we move it. We move old down. Okay. Next up. We only got 3 players left. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Let's do Jaden McDaniels. I'm so excited. Everybody get your grades in for Jaden. 26 minutes also. That's good. Even though he could probably play 40 and be fine. 21 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, no steals. I swear he had way more defensive pressures than that, though, tonight. I think that this deserves a recount. But he was 8 of 10 tonight, 2 of 3 from 3. Had 4 fouls. I mean, I don't know if that really mattered tonight. Had 2 turnovers. That was okay. Man. Jaden, man. Cash. He's still on best stretch. Yeah, he's still in the best stretch of career. Cash or HSD. I know. All 3 is cash, for at least cash, I think. Horse size duck or cash. Cash. How many fouls? 4. Yeah, only 4. That's not bad. A1. We're not doing A1. Because I will forget this game. Well, maybe. I mean, if I remember, it's for different reasons. But most improved for sure. I think there's just I really kind of think that there's a case to be made if he plays like this for All-Star. Of course, we need to have a very high record to be considered, like because like Jalen Williams on OKC got considered for it because they were the top seed and played well. You can't play this well and be the 7th seed or whatever. I don't know where we are right now. We are 6th in the West right now. So, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're like 1 game back of the 2nd seed. So it's too early to care about that stuff. We're 1.5 games back. Sorry, 1.5 of the 2 seed. But with 2 more good games coming up, we should be able to do that. So Ryan Robinson back with the $2 for Ashwin's laptop fund. Been busy lately. No worries. Everybody gets busy. That's fine. Just tuning in. Horse, what now? Well, guess what? We have some merchandise too. I forgot. I wanted to add that so you guys could get some too. I don't even know where I have it though. Got to find the link for it. But I'll get the link for it here eventually. I'm not too concerned about it right now. But we do have a website that you can go to and order some stuff. I'm going to be adding even more merch, even more everything. But if you wanted to get your own HSD shirt, you can now purchase that. And you know what? I'll put it in the chat. It's kind of a janky link here. But if anybody's interested, feel free. I will pin it. You can buy a shirt. I've tried to make them. This website makes it easier for me to not charge a fortune. Because the last one I was finding myself like, if I was putting multiple graphics on things, it was like I would have to charge like $30 before so that I didn't go negative on the purchase. So should be some good ones. And there's going to be some really good, I'm going to put some really cheap, just like plain Wolves After Dark shirts up there too. Possibly even as low as like $15, so that'll be super awesome. We're going to have some deals too for Discord. I forgot to do this the other day, but we're going to have like a 25% off coupon for people, have some free shipping if you spend a certain amount. We'll have a bunch of good things coming up. So definitely want to make sure you're in that Discord and like the stream too, because we might do a giveaway today. We will do a giveaway today if we get to 50 likes on the stream. So, Jaden Cash Plus. Yes, I know. That's okay. Getting screwed in the Western Conference Finals. Start skimming. Yeah. Most improved. Anyways, I think where we are, still rocking that Grady shirt. Yes. We got to put the Grady shirt back up there too. I wonder, maybe I could put the Grady shirt on there and it wouldn't be as expensive as the other website. That would be nice. I would love that. Renz, you're not wrong. That could actually be accurate today. Anyways, I almost want to go HSD. Guys, I think I'm going to go HSD. Okay, good. Fourth wall is good. Thank goodness. I'm thinking about possibly like upgrading to get like a better plan there, but I wanted to test it out first before we did anything. We're getting an HSD. HSD, that man. Yes. I don't know. I've just, I've been back and forth on Jaden, but I think I'm just all in now. I'm just pushing all my chips in on Jaden McDaniels, and I'm like, he is untouchable. He's been untouchable for a long time now, but he is way more untouchable now. Him and Ant are, he's entering a very high area now. He is getting into that Ant tier, so we'll see. Grady shirt. Well, we got the Grady Cash shirt. It'll be up. I'll put it up on the store tonight. Okay, we'll do it right after the stream. I wonder if I could even do it midstream. I want to focus on this, but I might be able to do that. I might be able to multitask like that. But yeah, Jaden HSD. Okay, next. Let me get this. Let's do Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert had 34. He played 34 minutes, the most on the team. He was plus 21. He had 19 points, 12 rebounds, 5 blocks, and a steal. He was 9 of 10, only 1 foul, only 1 turnover. Kind of dominated Sabonis. Like, this was a great game for Rudy. I love this game for Rudy. I don't know. I don't even really have that much to say other than it was a very good game for Rudy. I'm in these two tiers right here. It's either Cash or HSD. So I'm going to let you guys determine that. But man, this was a really good one. Cash, Horse, Silent Reaper. Oh yeah, you're talking about him. Rudy Cash. Rudy got us going. He really did. He got that was a poke away or block right at the beginning. Yeah, it was the block right away, and then he finished that transition. That was crazy. Rudy for that HSD. First HSD for Rudy, maybe. Dude, King Dave, I know this. That's why I'm like, we might actually have, like, when Love Fadina was like, cash them all, I was like, there might be some higher ones. I'm feeling pretty good about some players right now. So anyways, let's do this. It is not HSF, and that is not what I'm about to say. I'm not accidentally going to say that. I'm switching up the vowels in duck. Okay, we could make that a tier 2 above this. But we're not going to do that. My parents might still watch this. Okay, Rudy's an HSD. New tier HSB. What is that? What did I miss? Charlie Barley. Horse-sized baguette. New merch idea. So Charlie Barley is just our graphic designer now. I got to go back to this person. Have a horse-sized baguette. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized Rudies or 1 Rudy-sized duck? I think it's still all of the... When it's something that's like over 6 feet tall, it's hard to choose that. I mean, he's over 7. So like when it's over that, like that's why the horse versus duck conversation is so tricky. But it's like if you can get 100 small things, you can kind of probably take over. Horse-sized butt. What are we doing? We're out of control. Anyways, he was HSD. 6'7". A Rudy-sized duck could for sure fit all of you in his mouth. Oh my god. Crone, you came at the perfect time. That's incredible. Okay. Let's do this. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to make this dang shirt. I really want to make it really quick, but I can't find the shirt that I had before. There it is. Okay. Designing shirts live with you guys so we can get the cash one up. Cash. Grady Cash. There we go. Perfect. We're uploading merch live on the show. How about that? Got to make sure it fits quality wise. There we go. You don't even get to see me work. You just have to accept that it's happening. There we go. Boom. Okay, anyways. Sorry. Distracted. Last but not least, Anthony Edwards. Get your grades in for Anthony Edwards. Nothing in the first quarter, everything in the second and third, and nothing in the fourth quarter, other than an assist. He played 30 minutes, had 26 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Honestly, by the stat line, you wouldn't know that he did nothing in the first quarter. 2 steals. He was a team high, though, plus 25, which is why we do not care about that first quarter. He was 7 of 16, but he was 5 of 11 from 3. He loves those rims in Sacramento. I don't even know how to say this, Ryan. So I'll just put it up on the screen. Ant-Man is definitely HSD. HSD, cash. Nice after the first quarter. He was just cash. Watching Ant flip it on is HSD. Yeah. Yes. Bro, 26 points without playing in the fourth. And you could argue didn't play in the first. That's the HSD with a change in vowels. Plus 25 is HSD. See, I know this is where I'm struggling a little bit because I'm like, do I want to, I don't know if I want to do, I think it's probably HSD. The thing is that we have high expectations for Ant. And if I'm leaving it to the rules of this, this was a very fun Anthony Edwards game. He was shot very well. He was hitting those threes. He was on fire. And, you could argue that he was a big reason why we took the lead we did. So I don't know. I honestly might be fine with HSD tonight. I think I might be fine. I don't think Ant missed after I complained about him in the Discord. I know. And you complained about Rudy early tonight, too. You got to do this more often, Gerald. Whatever you did tonight was perfect. Bang. And guess what? Just like that, the Cash t-shirt is up in the Discord. Not in the Discord, sorry. On the website that is pinned in the chat. It's only $20. Only $20. That's a pretty good deal. That is way cheaper than it was in the past. Thank you, Fourth Wall. Shout out Fourth Wall. They are not the sponsor that I was talking about, by the way. We still might have a sponsor. And for those of you that didn't tune in, if you see a YouTube short for me in the next couple weeks or months, just like it. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. That'll help me greatly. I need that. This would be great for Ashwin's laptop fund. And I'll make some more with the Cash logo on it. There's even an embroidered hat that I can do. I'm not going to do an embroidered hat for this, but 2 quarters HSD. Yes, no dunk can be argued for Cash. Yeah, I was really hopeful for a dunk tonight, and there was one moment where he was kind of driving, and I thought it might happen, but I think he's still a little bothered by the knee or the hamstring or something. Not to a crazy degree, but enough where he's like, I'm just not going to mess with this. So I think I'll go HSD. Triple HSD night. Holy cow. Sorry, I just yelled into the microphone. We got the Cash shirt up in the merch store. We got all kinds of things going on. And we're already to 40 likes. We're only 10 away from another giveaway. We could do it tonight if you guys like it. We'll see. But I am going to stay firm at that 50. We have to be at 50. But while we wait for that and see if that happens, um, I don't think Ant is looking for posters this season. I think he is looking for MVP, but you do have to sprinkle in some posters so people know about you because, you know, unfortunately, the casual fan is really only paying attention to like the Lakers and honestly, maybe OKC now. I don't know. They're paying attention to like the big name teams, championship teams. So you have to do something to get some highlights. Doesn't necessarily have to be a dunk, but it does have to be that. So he dunked like 3 times versus Jazz, but not like I don't know. I'm looking for like a poster dunk is what I mean. When I'm talking about Ant dunks, I'm not talking about like completing a dunk. I'm talking about like takeoff. That's what I want. So, um, yeah, we're 10 games in. 10 games in, we're 6-4, and Ant was out 4 of those games. We didn't lose all 4 of those games, but or I don't think we did. I don't think we did. I feel okay. Yeah, I guess like okay, this is a good comment, Zane. This is a good chance to kind of check in and see how we're feeling. Um, we're 10 games in, so we're already almost. I mean, how much is that? What percentage is that? It's like I don't know. It's not that high, but um, is that 12%? We're 12% through the season already. I don't know. So I feel pretty good though. I'm feeling like we're getting into a groove. I know we're playing bad teams right now. We are going to continue playing bad teams, which brings me to what I was about to do. Pull up the schedule. Because as I mentioned, we are still just playing the Jazz and the Kings. We play the Jazz tomorrow night, same time. I'll be here. And then the next game is Friday at home against the Kings at 7 p.m. So we're feeling, I don't know, that we should win these 2 games. Winning these 2 games would be good. Now, unfortunately, both of these teams we've blown out now, and they're both going to want revenge. So we have to. The next 2 games will be harder to win than the first 2, but with how the Kings look tonight, maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be pretty easy. The Kings did not look good. So yeah. Anyways, but anyway, so yeah, it's the Jazz tomorrow, the Kings on Friday. We get a long break midweek for some reason. And then it's another back-to-back Friday, Saturday. So it's the Kings, and then on Saturday, it's the Nuggets at home. Then it's the Mavericks at home, who have also not looked good. Then we play the Wizards at home. So we got a 4-game homestand coming up here after we play the Jazz here tomorrow night. Then it's the Suns, Kings again, and then OKC to end, or not end the month, but near the end of the month. So, yeah. So we got a couple games, got to win them both. I would love to be, if we're 8-4 after this, we're probably a top 4 seed in the West. Again, we'd only be 12 games in at that point, but I'd rather be a top 4 seed than a out of the play-in type of situation. So we're feeling pretty good. Think about our concerns so far, and we're 6-4. Yeah, I feel pretty good. Like honestly, one of my biggest concerns right now, the 2 concerns that we have is one, Naz Reid's defense and to a degree offense have looked really bad. Again, we know the offseason was really, really bad. But then also point guard, which Ant has been better as a ball handler this year. And Dante's been able to come in a little bit and be okay. It's still it's the moments that I get worried about are the moments where you're in close games, because tonight, like, the lineup just worked. And even though Dante wasn't like dishing out, I mean, he had 4 assists, but like, it wasn't like some insane game from Dante. It was just like this just worked. And so we went up by a bunch and that was fine. But when you get in those clutch moments and you have players like Randall or Ant or Dante, who are all non-point guard players, even if they can be somewhat ball dominant, those are the moments that I still get worried about. And those are the moments that you're going to run into in the playoffs. So you need somebody with a steady hand. And that's why it's important to have Mike have these minutes and have him rest so that later in the season and hopefully in the postseason, we can use him maybe a little bit differently or as needed, So we'll see. But Ant has taken a leap this year, even more. I mean, it's not as noticeable, but like he has taken a leap this year for sure. So, what if Unk gets injured? We can't rely on Rob. I know, and that's why it's like that is the problem. We still need something. I don't know what that is, and I don't know if you can trade for it. I'm not going to talk about trades today, but maybe there's a way. We'll see. Nice win tonight, indeed, Joker Nation. Indeed. Okay. It looks like we might not have made 50 likes. We did not. So we will not be doing a giveaway tonight, but we are going to do this every night. Every night, regardless, we're going to do a giveaway. We might have some stretch goals for giveaways too if we get to like, I don't know, if we get to like 75 likes or 100 likes or whatever. Also, when we get to 2,600 subscribers, which we're how many away? We are 15 subscribers away now. We've gained 2 subscribers since the beginning of the stream. We will do another giveaway. We'll do some kind of maybe bigger giveaway if we get to 2,600 subscribers. That would be big. I want to get up there. I want to keep growing the community. So yeah, cool. Ooh, we got a nice big payday coming. I mean, relatively for what we don't make that much here. But the little bits that we do, because YouTube takes a decent chunk of stuff. But we'll have some giveaways coming up. Get a nice big YouTube, which is all thanks to people like Crone and Eric and Ryan and all the people that do all the donations or gifted or anything like that. Because we don't run ads on the streams. Or if you're getting ads, it's not because I turned them on. It's just happened that way. But anyways, tomorrow night, I went an hour long. This is crazy. We have another stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream might be shorter. And honestly, if we just blow out the Jazz, I don't know if I'm gonna stream, because if we just blow them out and there's nothing to say, I don't want to bore you guys. But if it's a good game or really fun or something like that, I mean, I think you can expect me to be there. I'm probably going to stream. But if it's like a really boring game, maybe not. But yeah, cool. Ant Leap, Jaden Leap, Jalen Leap, Randall Leap, Dante Leap. Feels like it. It's been good. Woohoo! All right. What jersey do you have on now? Everybody take your guess. What jersey am I wearing? If you guys can guess the jersey, if one person guesses the jersey, I'll stream tomorrow. 3, 2. Oh, great stream. Thank you, Zane. Nas. We're getting close. Mark Madsen. Jaden. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. How old are you first? That's the question. That's what I should have you guys guess. I've had you guys guess this before. You guys all have to guess how old I am. I want to see if I should feel bad or good. How old am I? How old do you think I am? I have a neck beard, so that gives you some clue. Zane says 28, 31, younger than me. Ashwin says 24, 28, 30, old enough to party. I like that animal. 24 or 34. That's fair. I don't remember actually. How old am I? I was born in 1991. What does that make me? I think I'm 33. So you guys were all wrong. 34 is pretty good. He's married. But anyways, 27 at youngest. We are the same age. Look at that. See? Okay. Anyways, we've derailed the stream. We've gone over an hour, and now we're just playing guessing games. The guessing games are kind of fun. We can keep playing guessing games. Maybe we should just do a whole guessing game stream. But looks younger than 33. There we go. That's what we're talking about, Zane. I love to hear that. I want more of that, okay? More of that. More of the I look younger than 33. That's what we need. Okay. Good night, Nick Anderson. Yes, good night. All right. If you haven't already, like the stream, subscribe to the stream. We will do another giveaway if we get to 50 likes next stream, which is tomorrow night. I will see you all tomorrow night. 52 wins is still possible. HSD merch is available. Cash merch is available. Wolves After Dark merch is available in the link pinned. I will put it in the Discord as well. Have more merch coming soon. Intro as the outro. We will see you guys tomorrow night.
I believe that the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the world championship.